There is a whole whack of competition in the wireless earbud space right now, and Google is adding to the pile with these, the Pixel Buds A-series. Let me tell you something. If you are a manufacturer of wireless earbuds, or you're a company trying to make wireless earbuds and you're releasing a new product here in 2021, you've got your work cut out for you. There are so many options out there for this kind of product, and in order for a company like Google to stand out amongst all these other brands, they really needed to make something great. And you know what? I think they did. I think they made a very compelling set of wireless earbuds that I could recommend to almost anyone, and by the end of this video, you're gonna see why. One of the biggest reasons that these are so compelling is that they're very affordable. Google is selling them for around $99 US, which undercuts a whole lot of the popular wireless earbuds that I've tested on this channel. They're much cheaper than the original Pixel Buds, and they still have most of the same features. If you're familiar with the original Pixel Buds that were released back in 2020, the A-series don't look much different on the outside. Instead of the black accenting, they've gone with a light gray for the white version of the A-series and a dark green for the other color. I prefer the look of the A-series actually. They've got that clean Google vibe, and although they still look like you've stuck two Mentos in your ears, it's still a better look than most other earbuds on the market. The case is designed well too. It's small and light, and even though it's on the plasticky side, it feels durable enough for the long-term use. The cool little twist with this case is that it's actually magnetic, and when it's hanging on my fridge, I can't help but see Eve from WALL-E, which is actually one of my favorite movies, not gonna lie. What the case does not have, however, is wireless charging, which is a bit of a letdown despite its magnetized nature. The only way to charge the buds is through the USB-C port at the bottom of the case. Now, Google claims that just 15 minutes inside the charging case will give you up to 3 full hours of listening time. That's pretty decent considering that it's about 3/4 of a full charge. I'm getting anywhere between 4 to 4.5 hours of battery life with the buds on average. That's a little underwhelming if I'm honest, especially considering the Beats Studio Buds gives you 8 full hours with the buds. Thankfully, the case is good for quite a few recharges, and it'll give you up to 24 hours of listening time before both the case and the earbuds are completely out of juice. All right, let's get to these buds themselves. On the outside shell of these little Mentos is a circular touchpad. Now, you guys know that I don't really like touchpads on earbuds. I think physical buttons tend to be a lot more consistent overall. But in the case of the A-series, I'm gonna make an exception. The touchpads on these are great. I can very consistently tap them to do exactly what I want to do without messing up, and they're not hard to adjust in my ears without touching the touch panels either. You can do stuff like play, pause, and skip tracks like normal, but interestingly enough, the tap and hold function does not activate the Google Assistant in a normal way. Once you tap and hold, you'll hear a chime, and the Google Assistant will actually give you the time and read out your notifications if you have any. In order to ask the Google Assistant something, you have to say the "Hey Google" catchphrase. I kind of love that they split up the assistant function in that way. I find it really convenient. There's one thing that a lot of touchpad earbuds miss out on though, and that's volume control. The A-series are no different. There's no way to manually adjust the volume from the buds themselves. Google does have somewhat of a solution for this though. They're calling it adaptive sound. If you turn that feature on in the Pixel Buds app, the earbuds will listen for outside noise and either increase or decrease the volume of your music automatically. If you're on a busy street, the volume will automatically increase, and if you're inside in a quiet office, it'll decrease. I think the adaptive sound feature is Google's way of compensating for more than just a lack of volume control though. The other thing that I noticed when using the A-series is that they don't have a whole lot of sound isolation. You can still hear your surroundings fairly well, and while that might be nice for certain scenarios like hearing yourself talk on the phone, it's bad for blocking out unwanted noise. I mean, that's why a lot of wireless earbuds have active noise cancellation, but unfortunately that is not a feature with the A-series. Then again, at the price that Google is selling these for, it's kind of hard to expect that kind of feature. Something I always make sure to do in these videos is a microphone test so that you can hear what your voice is going to sound like to anyone that you're calling. I'd classify them as pretty decent. Not studio quality for sure, but they'll definitely get the job done. Another thing I really love about these earbuds is that they're very, very comfortable. They're not quite as comfortable as like the Beats Studio Buds, but they come pretty darn close. They've got these little wingtips on the top as well to help keep them secure, and I've never had a problem with them falling out of my ears. They're rock solid in there. You know what else is rock solid? The sound quality. That's a really bad segue, I'm sorry. Look, in all seriousness, the A-series do sound really good for the price. They're obviously not gonna be the best sounding earbuds on the market, but I think Google did a really great job given what price point that they're selling these at. The mids and highs are decent with just a little bit of distortion up on the high end of that register, and while the bass can be a little bit light for some EDM fans, Google is doing us a solid by giving us a bass boost preset within the Pixel Buds app. That said, there's no full EQ in here for adjusting the sound exactly how we like it, and there aren't any other presets here either, just one for boosting the bass. The thing is, with that bass booster preset turned off, I found that the buds bias very heavily towards the treble, to the point where it sometimes was difficult to hear the bass line of some of my songs. Turning it on fixes the issue, but it does over-exaggerate that bass in the other direction a little too much. Like I said though, the performance is more than good enough for the price. They definitely exceeded my expectations for a pair of affordable earbuds. As I said at the beginning of this video, these are a very compelling set of wireless earbuds. They don't have quite as many bells and whistles as some of the more expensive earbuds that I've tested, like the AirPods Pro or the Galaxy Buds Pro, but I think Google made the right compromises in the right places to be able to make an affordable but great pair of wireless earbuds. If you're interested in these, I'll leave a link to where you can find them in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.